Good morning, guys. It's the Scranton MMA show. This is Frank.
I'm Jess.
This is Tom.
And it's October 8th, 2018. Also Columbus Day. If you have the day off, good for you. I'm glad.
All day's training.
Yeah, just train all day. 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 5. Do it all.
4. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there's nothing at 4. So there were a couple tournaments this weekend, jiu-jitsu and judo.
Nice.
Naga on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's near Philly.
Yeah, Bruno.
Yeah. Steve Wilson, Christine, and Lucas all went and all brought home medals.
Yeah, they did great. I didn't get the full rundown from Steve yet. He'll let me know
Later.
today.
Yeah.
We should do a call-in segment.
Yeah.
We should take callers.
That'd be cool if, like, you have like the little like crap. Yeah.
We should definitely do that.
Or even just like, you know, in new shows they'll have like a little like phone icon and it's like Steve Wilson on the phone right
There we go.
Yeah.
I like that.
But they all have medals, and Steve has a belt. So,
Yeah.
It's not a sword.
was there a sword?
I think so.
I don't know.
Unless Steve just walks around with it, which is
That might be it.
Like,
it definitely could be.
Well, I don't think they give swords and belts out. at
Could've
the
won.
same-
I
on
feel
everything.
like only kids get swords, which is kind of backwards. Because why
Yeah,
would
right.
you want a
Let's
kid
get out.
with a sword?
Also, the gym full of kids running around
With
with samurai
katanas.
swords. Yeah, awesome idea.
Naga is so backwards. But I mean, our guys killed it, so
Yeah,
it doesn't really
that's
matter. Also, Jason Morris.
Yeah, so it was the Morris Cup in judo. We only had 2 competitors go to that. We had Big Matt go. He went 2-0. I don't think he's lost. Legitimately, I don't think he's lost since his first tournament.
Well,
He's going to be, I mean, he already is something, but he's like still a white belt. But as he climbs through the ranks, it could be very, very interesting.
he's
Good.
like a legit white belt, or like
Like
a
a green belt now,
Okay.
right? And just, he's tough. He's got good grip fighting. He's like way more athletic than people think because he's big. He's big, but he can like, you know,
Okay.
I don't know what just happened there. Need some more water. But like, he's very athletic. His grip fighting is good, and like all white belts have like issues you gotta try to get him past. His issues are so minor, and they're only coming about because he's really good, and he won't put that all together for a little bit, but as he does, he's just gonna be more and more of a threat.
Mhm.
I got to see one of his matches on video, just real sharp, real good. And then Steve Radzulla, he's a yellow belt, and he moved up to the brown belt division to fight, which is normally tough, and he went 4-0 to
Nice.
take gold. He's a good competitor. His technique obviously needs to improve, like every other yellow belt in the history of yellow belts, but he's really a tough competitor. Like, he'll listen, he'll make adjustments, he goes for it. His endurance is great, which is cool, or else you don't go 4-0.
Yeah.
You go like 2-0 and then
Unless
start
you
losing
win,
quick.
like, 2 seconds in.
You know, yeah. So, great job. It's a cool tournament too. It's Jason Morris, silver medal at the Olympics. So like, not that it's prestigious, but it's like he's prestigious. So like, a lot of good people go, and his club alone can like sweep that tournament.
Was it at his club?
Yeah. So it's at the high school, but he's like
That's
a
in
celebrity up there.
Syracuse.
What was that?
That's near Syracuse, right?
No, like Syracuse, and then head east like another hour or 2.
Okay.
Like near Schenectady, Burnt Hills. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but makes for good training. So you're in
Yeah.
the middle of nowhere. Like, just do judo. There's like a community college or local college up there. So like, people move up there. They just like work or go to school and train and train and train and train. So really great club. So it's cool to see like 2 of our good competitors take home golds.
Yeah.
If they just medaled, that would have been cool, but it was definitely cool to see.
2 golds.
They're doing good. Great job, guys.
Yeah.
So good tournament weekend.
Yeah, Scranton MMA taking home lots and lots of medals.
Get all that hardware.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get it. Nice. That was pretty awesome to see that, like, all on Facebook over the weekend.
Yeah.
We also have some events coming up.
Events.
So this Wednesday, October 10th,
This Wednesday.
we have a free kids self-defense class. So it's going to be during our regular kids class time at 6, just so we can have like our experienced kids available to work with new kids, which actually like is a lot better than having like 2 brand new people work together, believe it or not. Because I think sometimes people get nervous, like, oh, I'd rather just work with somebody else who's also new, but you're getting way more out of working with someone who's experienced.
Yeah.
But
It's good for the parents to see that also.
Yeah.
Like, oh, your kid can get real good at this.
Yeah, in just a couple of months. We have kids now who've only been here a few months and they're like killing it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, they're so good.
And it's good for our like advanced students to go through some of this like bullying, self-defense type stuff. Because again, most people, you might get into it for self-defense, or your mom might put you here so you don't get bullied.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you get good, your brain's like, I don't even have to worry about that. What's a bully going to do to me? Arm drag, take the back, rear naked, game over. But it's good to get that in, get your mindset, get some technical training on it. So you know, it's definitely good for everybody to revisit and go through.
I like working the self-defense stuff, like when we do it in the 101 and we have to like close a distance or whatever while like someone's trying to punch you.
Yeah.
I think that's fun.
I like doing stuff on the ground with punches too.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like it all.
Yeah. I still like doing self-defense, but it's nowhere near like the thing anymore. When I started, that was the only thing I cared about. But then you're like, oh, kind of silly, kind of easy for like an untrained
Tommy
person.
doesn't get into too many fights nowadays.
No.
He goes to Knoebels on weekends.
Just chilling, eating kettle corn.
We went to Roba's Friday.
We did.
That was fun.
I like that place.
It was a lot of fun. They added like so many things, and it was basically like Frank versus Tyler
And everything.
and everything. Even
And
if
I
it
won
wasn't,
everything.
even if it wasn't supposed to be
Well,
a
the corn
competition.
maze I won. Tetherball I won.
You would put tetherball.
Yo, tetherball's fun, but
Compete in pumpkin or apple shooting. Was
yeah,
that a
I won.
competition?
Yeah,
Okay.
he didn't hit the thing at all. I didn't.
Poor movie.
And
The tetherball was so funny.
the well, usually with tetherballs they put like a dodgeball, like one of the bouncy dodgeballs.
Yeah.
I don't know what they put on it. It just felt, it was like painted as a pumpkin. It felt like it was a pumpkin though. Like it hurt. Like there's no like hitting that thing. So I was like, oh dang.
It was funny to watch.
I won though.
Good job.
Thanks.
For members, there's also our kids' Halloween party on October 28th.
Yep.
It's a Sunday. So members, bring your kids, or kids who are members, show up, I guess. We get the bounce house and candy. I decorate a lot.
Sensei
Are we gonna
decorations.
get like a list of like if people could bring stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. I think last year I just put a paper up on the bulletin board.
Did it work?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get like electronic this year, but
We should send it in the members group. People could post, and then we can keep the list accurate.
Yeah.
okay.
That'll work.
Okay, we'll do that.
Tech, low tech.
Half and half.
Right.
And then we'll do costume contests, so we get little trophies.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Those are fun.
So I'm excited. And I found a cool new Halloween playlist on YouTube, so we might play that. I don't know.
Spooky.
Yeah. Good?
Good
on
for
the-
Yeah,
events. Good for events.
Okay, so another crazy thing that happened this weekend was McGregor versus Khabib.
I think everybody's mainly talking about not the fight itself, but afterwards.
And that stinks.
Yeah.
That stinks. Because if it wasn't for that, all the hype,
Yeah.
the amount of people thinking one thing was going to happen. I mean, if you went by Facebook posts, and that's like all the data you analyzed, you would have assumed Khabib was going to get just annihilated and beat down. I didn't see almost anyone giving Khabib a chance. People were like, Conor will beat him on the ground.
So
everything.
I went on record saying I thought Khabib was going to win. I thought whoever played their game was going to win, and I thought Khabib was going to be able to implement his game better than Conor.
What is his game?
Khabib, he'd take you down and beat you up on the ground, submit you.
Yeah. What does Conor do?
Strike, knock you out.
Throw bombs. So
dance, pick you apart.
Yeah.
Then hit you with something big.
So I thought whoever was able to implement it was going to win, and I thought Khabib had the best shot. So I was right. Whoever disagreed with me all last week, you were wrong.
Everybody on Facebook.
You were wrong.
Yeah. But that stinks because now it's all this, which, like, in a way, like, saves McGregor even more. It's now like people won't really like be aware of like what happened. He easily had all 3 rounds. I mean, he dropped him with a shot, and then he tapped him out. Like, it was, I'm the champ. You know.
It's interesting. Maddie texted me some weird stat about that place where Khabib lives in Russia, like something.
Dagestan.
Like there's like 8,000 population, and they have like X amount of gold medalists in Olympics. I forgot what was the stat exactly, or if it was 100% accurate, but I assume so. And it was
probably
nuts.
accurate. No, so they've had a ton of Olympic wrestlers and one double gold medalist in judo coming out of this little tribal area.
2,000 population, and they have 8 Olympic gold medalists in wrestling.
Yep. And then Izef.
Peckville has a population of 7,000. Yeah. So Peckville's
and 0
almost,
gold medals.
I don't know about that. Maybe. I'm sure somebody. Maybe. Who knows?
I don't think so.
Well, if I say 0.
I feel like there would be like not like a memorial, but like a... What are they, like a tribute? Like
monument.
Monument.
Maddie, if you're listening to this, I'm sure
drop some info in the
you
comment.
would know if anybody from Peckville's ever won a Olympic medal.
The honorary mayor of Peckville. He'll know.
He would.
Or Blakely, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good fight. Like, you know, it's tough, I think, when you're that good of a wrestler to not have the wrestler dictate what range the fight's going to happen in.
Yeah.
If you're just like a whatever grappler, wrestler, or if you don't have like the Nogi takedown game, the fight can still happen at the range the striker dictates.
Mm-hmm.
But I think generally it's easier for the grappler, the takedown guy, to decide where the fight's going to happen. And like even at times, if that means he's going to keep it striking, because if you're a striker who knows it's bad for you on the ground, you start worried about the takedown, the clinch. Now you're not 100% striking, and then maybe that's when a grappler can even outstrike you. So it just gives the grappler an advantage if he is that good. Khabib, I think most grapplers probably thought he was that good to do that to Conor. So yeah, the fight itself I think was cool and good, and I was kind of glad. I think there will be a rematch if I had to guess. I don't know what'll be different.
My thing is, I just don't want to see an immediate rematch. I mean, Khabib won it. Like, there wasn't any controversy. They did this. I don't know. It's just, to me...
Maybe Khabib will fight Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, there you go.
You should fight Dylan Dennis.
Well, Floyd might be fighting Pac-Man again.
You think so?
I think so.
Oh, my goodness.
I think so. Floyd Pac-Man too?
How old's Pac-Man?
How old's Floyd?
It's like...
Pac-Man's a governor. He's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger over there.
Yeah.
Plus Ronald Reagan. and because Ronald Reagan was like a famous actor. I don't know how famous he was before he became president.
Yeah, because we weren't really alive.
Yeah. Or because
Decent.
I never heard of any movies he ever played in.
Yeah, YouTube it.
Yeah, I guess.
So then the fight happens. Khabib choked the crap out of McGregor, half neck crank, half choke, brutal. Brutal. I'd rather just get choked out nice and clean.
Yeah.
Either go to sleep or tap out. But that had to hurt a lot.
So I didn't see the fight. So was the setup like, did he want the on the jaw thing, or was it just like in the moment?
I think
because
he was on the side like that. So if you saw it, he was like next to him. I've seen Barnett do that a bunch.
Well, especially too, even if you get the chin in, the chin will like collapse on your neck.
And when your arms are like Khabib's and you're that strong. And he took the
And
I'm
that
ripping
was-
your head grip
yeah.
off. He didn't go to the bicep. He
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
ripped his like forearm, and you're like, that's bad. Like, that's so bad. And he knew he had time in the round, so I mean, obviously, if he had a choice, he'd rather back mount, hooks in,
Yeah.
you know. But then he might have just beat his head in too.
Real quick, I just googled like Khabib versus McGregor choke, but like most of the pictures are just like the.
Him jumping out of the ring.
Yeah.
It's
I
not.
can't
that's-
even find a picture of the choke.
That's what everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
And
But
it's crazy.
I don't know.
That's what the UFC kind of
Yeah.
wants, because they built
It's
up
an
that
entertainment
promo. They
company.
built up that promo on the whole bus incident. So it's like,
If I had to guess, I'd put about a 90% chance that was so staged with like the UFC help for McGregor to do that and lock Khabib on that bus.
Oh,
Because if they get off that bus, I don't think it's a media expo. I think it's like a full-out riot. And you lose your pretty boy and like half his crew. But that's why the UFC has no right to complain that now people are like, oh, this is a circus.
yeah,
As much
it
as a
is.
fight. Because
I don't know. I don't really see like much wrong with it. Like they're made to like entertain people.
Yeah, I guess.
And like McGregor got really personal with the
Well,
snack time.
that's definitely true. That's one thing is like he did get crazy personal. He played like I'll give McGregor so much credit is he knows how to get under people's skin.
well, he's the only man I've ever seen talk his way into $100 million.
yeah,
Right? So, and he did it against Floyd, which is probably one of the best boxers to do it against.
Yeah.
It's not like he talked his way into a fight with Mike Tyson, where he probably wouldn't be able to count again after the fight. So yeah, he's
Mike Tyson.
a crap talker.
Yo, Mike Tyson in his prime.
That's what I mean. I wouldn't want to fight him for $100 million. What are you going to do with the money? Pay for your medical bills, if you're lucky. So yeah, he talked his way into a fight with Floyd. Got a little TKO, no issue, $100 million. Now you talk crap about Khabib, and look out, because you know now his. As much as this is just like
It's
a
just like
sideshow,
during and after.
like he lost bad. And that happens, and that's fine. It
Yeah,
happens
yeah,
to
yeah.
most people, but when you talk like McGregor and you lose that bad, like, now what? So now they have a rematch. What's he going to say? I'm going to punch you in the face? Yeah, good luck. Didn't
Yeah.
work. Didn't hurt. I took you down. I
Well,
dropped you.
Khabib,
and then I
yeah,
choked you.
Khabib dropped him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the crap talk going
That's
to be
the
for
part
the
I
next?
didn't think.
No, not that you don't expect it, but it's once the fight starts going Khabib's way, McGregor's like, crap, I'm going to lose on the ground. So what do? You start worrying about defense, you change your range, you change your angles. and
So
then a
what
big
I'm
giant
curious
punch drops
about
you.
is what Dana's gonna do. Is Dana going to strip the title from
Can't
Khabib?
strip the title.
I mean, so what happened with Paul Daly? Do you remember Paul Daly?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's gonna be the same thing. I don't know. So
So
I would
strip
say
it. McGregor, what do they give McGregor a fight? They gotta pray he wins that fight. What if they give him the number one contender?
they might kick Khabib out of the UFC. I doubt it, but I mean, to keep, I don't know.
I don't know.
I hope not.
I bet he
hope
gets
not.
suspended. He gets fined. McGregor's probably going to get fined too. he punched Khabib's coach, like when the guy ran right up to him. So it's like,
Well,
they'll probably get suspended.
Khabib's coach did punch him in the back, remember?
That was after that, though. Yeah.
Oh, is that why they ran up?
Like, I mean, it was just a whole crap show.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? They could have just all written on paper.
I guess
and I wouldn't
Dylan
be surprised.
Janis was like just talking smack even after the fight. That's
Yeah.
why Khabib jumped over.
Yeah, that's
he
what it
went
was.
for the full stomp
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Well, he like hurdled that one
Yeah.
guy. I thought that was kind of impressive to jump
Yeah.
off the top rope.
Right after
hurdle.
the fight too.
I wish he got like a clean like hit to the face though. It was kind of like he just fell down into the crowd. Because the first angle I saw from like the other side of the cage, it looked like Dylan was running away from Khabib. But then you see like the other side, and you see like Khabib's just coming like full force like
Oh,
to
Dylan
his
should run
chest.
away from
Yeah.
Khabib.
But
Just
then
beat your boy up. What's he gonna do to you?
Yeah.
But I think like I don't think Dylan was running away. I think he got like pulled away.
Yeah, he got
faster
pulled
than
away.
did.
Then they went back. It's
Yeah.
such a
Yeah, it was nuts.
There's so many camera angles
yeah, there
of
is.
that.
But honestly, that's all everybody's talking
Yeah.
about, and I think it's a
Stinks.
shame because
I wish Khabib would have just laughed it off, but
yeah.
that's
I-
Khabib. being
See, I
Khabib.
think I would do what Khabib did.
Russians are
I
going
It's like-
I don't deny that.
Yeah.
You do.
I would.
It stinks, but it's like
Full
the
force.
UFC's entertainment first, fight, like talent, rising to the top, definitely second.
Like if you talk a lot of crap, then you're more popular. You get more fights. You
Yeah.
make more money.
Lots of guys have done that.
Ronda did it.
Ronda, then you go through the list like crazy. Chael,
What?
some
Yeah,
other guys I
just
don't want
talks
to
a lot of
mention.
crap.
She did.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens next. I'm sure it'll be soon that it comes out, but
Yeah.
probably some suspensions.
I
They
just,
took
I
the belt.
really,
I think it's laughable.
I really don't want to see an immediate rematch with Conor and Khabib. I think they will, though. I think they will.
I would.
It should be Khabib and Tony Ferguson.
That's what I'm thinking. But that fight's cursed.
Yeah, that's a cursed fight. And if
So the thing was Tony Ferguson Khabib, if she can in here, and I think that would be interesting.
that's a great fight, but there's no way. I don't think that when the UFC compares the money that McGregor round 2 gets.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, look at Facebook. Just look at Facebook.
Does Khabib ride the wave of this popularity, of this like badass, this new badass guy who doesn't take shit?
Oh,
he does that-
if he becomes like a personality now, oh no, I wasn't even thinking that. Khabib stay true, just wrestle bears and
Yeah, I don't see that.
So there's also this misconception that two guys from Khabib's camp jumped Conor in the cage, and that's not true. So if you see the other video,
oh yeah, that's
his
what I was-
brother.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys saw it? His
Well,
brother-
Tommy was just telling
Yeah.
and
me.
then Conor hits him. In the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what started that whole.
People are like, oh, but Khabib already started something. Not with Conor, like not at all. But yeah, so they're both definitely at fault. The UFC should own up to it somewhat.
But
Be
let's
like,
talk about the UFC for a second. All right, you don't put 70-year-old security guards
Yeah, right.
in as the the gatekeeper between those two guys. All those guys.
I
were
think
so,
that's the casino.
Security.
You gotta have that as security.
Yeah.
Like, these guys, what are they chasing?
they're gonna say they mind, but they don't mind. You can see
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh
how
yeah.
this all goes
They're
down.
loving that. They're in the headlines.
The casino or the UFC?
The UFC.
It's like a joke, but they like it. Kinda
Yeah.
sad.
I enjoyed the Tony Ferguson fight.
I didn't see that one.
I just Anthony Pettis with the I broke my hand. But no excuses.
Yeah. I don't think you see Ferguson Khabib now until you see McGregor and Khabib.
I hope not. I know that's what they're probably gonna do. I'd rather see Tony Ferguson.
If you notice something different about Conor though, even from his boxing match, and like especially against Khabib, he doesn't have the power that he had because he's not sitting on his punch anymore. It's like now he's worried about the takedown, and in the boxing match he was worried about committing to get counterstruck. Because if you look, he's not planting his leg and like driving his shoulders across. He's kind of like pot shot.
Khabib was
pulling
too
out.
good at takedowns for him to be able to sit there and do that.
It's interesting because I think that had he turned more on some of those punches.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you weren't going to stop the takedown, obviously, because whatever you did to stop it didn't work. You're almost just better off trying to tee off and see if you could drop him.
And I will say, Conor's jiu-jitsu was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Mhm.
Like, he escaped like Mount pretty, easily.
Yeah.
Well, he has been as much as I was talking about. Dylan Danis has been working his jiu-jitsu. Dylan's good at jiu-jitsu. He's just, I don't know, he's fallen in that same mold. I don't like loudmouth fighters, me personally.
Turn off the UFC then.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to see on
I
their main
don't
cards.
like that.
But it's just like any sport.
Yeah.
In most sports, the humble champ or the humble greatness
Not that
isn't
valuable.
recognized.
Mhm.
You know, it's usually look at Odell Beckham. I know that's true to Frank's heart, but
Yeah.
he got a $95 million
Well, that doesn't
contract, and
count.
he's just like wah, 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 wah.
No.
All those wide receivers.
I don't want to
wah,
talk
wah.
about football, first of all.
Let's talk about the Giants game.
I don't
for a
wanna
second.
talk about
They
football.
cut off the game with 6 seconds left,
I don't want to talk about
To go to
football.
commercial.
and then you didn't even see what happened.
I don't.
It was a 63-yard field goal. So our next topic is
Oh, we're just done.
who would you like to train with? And so here's a question I actually asked before we started the show to Tommy. And so let's add some stipulations to this. You've never trained with them before, because I've got to train with a lot of cool people. So who's one person throughout history you would like to have trained with? Whether you could say for judo it's easier because it goes back a lot further. Some of these guys that you'd want to train with. Well, I'm just saying.
Pick one guy.
I'm saying
all
like
these
if for
freaks.
judo, like the person could be dead, so of course you can't train with them. So we'll say like they could come back in their prime,
Of course.
you know,
They're judo guys.
or if they're past their prime already, you just get to train with them in their prime. So let's start off with you, judo.
Judo guys. Like, what makes it hard is there are like a
Yeah.
bunch, right? Like,
Are you talking about just limited to the sport? Like you're saying judo guys can only pick judo guys? Or
No,
you
no,
can pick
just
anybody?
anybody.
anybody can. I'll
Yeah.
stick with judo. Jiu-jitsu's like, I think jiu-jitsu's tougher to pick. But for judo, there's like a few. But if I'll pick one for today, Ishikawa came to mind. So Ishikawa was a smaller guy, like great judo.
Mhm.
He came to America, taught for a bunch, and then ended up moving to Cuba and building their team from like the ground up. And Cuba's like a judo powerhouse now, just from his legacy of like 60 years ago. Some cool stories, like he got there, they were so bad.
Is he a Cianagi guy?
Everything guy, but yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
Cianagis. And like the team was like throwing him because he was like playing with them and letting
I
them get
remember
good.
you telling me this
And they
story.
wrote back to Japan and they were like, "Hey, can you send someone better? Like we're throwing this little guy around." So like they asked Ishikawa like, "What's going on? Like these guys are throwing you around?" And he's like, "I'll take care of it." And he like lined everybody up in the gym. And he's like, "Tonight I'm going to teach you Haraigoshi," and just slammed everyone up and down the mat. And he's like, "This is what I can do, but this isn't the way to make you better." And just like he fought Kimura. So Kimura, you know, super famous for the Ilya Gracie match. Big dude, real big guy, super strong. Ishikawa fought him at the All Japan Championship, which at the time was like better than the Olympics. He fought him to a draw with like probably being outweighed like 40 pounds.
Wow.
Like a 30-40 minute draw where like the panel of three couldn't even make a decision. So it was the only time in history that there was no winner and they made dual champions. Wow. And Kimura ended up kind of retiring soon after that. But Ishikawa was like a beast. Then he ended up moving to Philly after his career and like set up judo. So like a lot of judo people even in this area kind of have like roots
Towards him.
to him. Like even like Eddie trained with him because
Oh,
his
no
coach
kidding.
was like, "Yo, it's like a 7-hour drive, but we got to go train with this guy Ishikawa." And I was like, "Whatever." He was like a yellow belt at the time, you know, like 72.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever. And he's like, the guy didn't even do anything with me. He was like that good, like threw black belts with like his fingers, and he's a wicked awesome guy. So he's on my list big time.
So I know before the show I said Michelle Nicolini.
But you changed your mind.
I don't know because remember the match with Letitia?
Oh yeah.
So I like Michelle Nicolini for her like shin on shin because she's kind of like the only like a couple of years ago I remember watching her BJJ Scout video. Well, it wasn't really her video. Like they made that about like her whole system of like shin on shin and then like the shin spider hybrid guard, and I was like, holy crap, like no one at our school does this. I was like, alright, I'm gonna do it. And now I feel like like everyone's doing like shin on shin stuff, so I kind of feel like responsible for that. But it is like a really fun, interesting guard to play. But then when you watch that match between Letitia and Michelle, like Michelle will like hit her a couple times with like half the sweep, like she won't take her all the way to her back, and then like you could see Letitia like figuring out how to defend that guard, which I think is super
Throughout
cool.
the match,
so,
yeah.
like in the midst of like a 10-minute match. So I don't know, either one.
You have to pick one.
Next week you change yours.
Maybe Letitia. Because I feel like Michelle's kind of getting a little like, I don't know, she's doing like the bikini modeling thing, which like I don't really like super respect, whereas like Letitia's just like a hardcore BA lady who's always going to be like respectful, you know what I mean? So maybe Letitia. And she's been around a little bit longer, I think.
Yeah, no, she has been.
Who you got?
For me, it would probably be Felipe Costa because he's like small, but he's like super technical. I would love to like train with Felipe Costa.
We should put some highlights of these three in like the comments to show people what's up, why I like them. I could do.
I was like, I was
easy.
thinking about it, and I was like, he would probably be the funnest because he's so technical. Like, I was thinking between him, because I never trained with Cobrinha, and I think that'd be cool, but Cobrinha is like, he's technical, but like Felipe is like known as like a technician. Like, that's what he mainly does. So I think for me personally, that's who I would like to train with. Okay.
Who are some of his students?
So he gave Ryan Hall his black belt. Other than that, I don't know too much.
Ryan's like the...
Because Felipe was part of like Team Braza, I think. And then, I don't know if he's doing his own thing now. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of all that.
Yeah.
This one. We should do another one though. Just talk about
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you started asking, I'm like, oh.
Because there's so many cool names.
Yeah. And now with like interwebs, you can like see these guys, like the new guys. That's what almost makes it harder about judo is you feel on like the legacy, the lore, like this little dude fought Kimura. Kimura couldn't beat him. Kimura killed
like,
everybody. You know?
A million push-ups a day.
Just crazy. He's good for like mindset, because back then, he had to go on rumors of what his opponents were doing, and then he's like, I'll just triple it, just in case I'm off. So I'll just triple what people are doing. Worked out for him. It worked out for him pretty well.
But I got class soon, so
Cool.
we always have good tough and stuff.
Yeah. We'll hit it next week.
Yeah, keep some good ones coming. Post your favorite person in the comments, YouTube a link or something like that. Just let us know who your dream coach, trainer would be. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting. Cool. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. Bye now.
Have a great
Peace
day.
out.
Killed your coffee there.
Yeah, we almost did.